Welcome to the Mobile Legends Podcast, the only podcast about Mobile Legends in the world. My name is Pitboss Pat. I am a Mobile Legends streamer and content creator, and we have a great show for you today. We're going to start off with the M3. Now, I wasn't able to cover this in the last podcast, so we're going to take a look at this today, which is the M3 Championship. So first off, we're going to go to the event preview, okay? So if you're watching the video at home, we're going to look at the M3. This is the M3 event coming the 11/29. So we're going to unlock the M3 pass, and I think this is about Roger. Roger's getting this new expensive skin. So Roger's getting the Phantom Razor. He's also getting some other buffs. This is the Prime skin. The exclusive Prime skin. Let's take a look at this real quick. Let's rewind this just a hair, because I want to see this thing. So this thing is probably going to be like $100 to get this Prime skin. We'll see how it goes, but I believe that's how much it's going to be. So we'll see. We have some emotes. We have an exclusive model figure. Just a whole host. Participate, Game Pass, Experience, and Upgrade Pass. You also have a free winner box token starting at 12/11, December 11th. Lucky Stars of the Year, all starting December 11th. The Nostalgia, December 15th. It's a reskin and avatar border. And the M3 Finals Carnival. So on Battle Night, log in. The M3 Pass begins November 29th. We also have the promo for the M3 match. So let's take a dive into that. From around the globe, heroes have been... Oh, I missed that. They will need perseverance. It shows the team's getting ready. They're training hard. Teamwork. To break boundaries. And never give up. They will pursue perfection. To bring honor. Honor spelled with a U? I thought it was a O-R. To become their nation's pride. They are ready. To the top. To battle alongside legends. They will go beyond their limits. They are ready. For honor. Honor with a UR, huh? The M3 Championship. To the top. Starts December 6th through the 19th. So we're really excited about that. So stay tuned. We're going to catch some of that action. Okay, over on Twitter we have the December Starlight perks that are coming soon. Brody finally got his Starlight skin, Lethal Fang. Don't forget the previous Starlight skins, Franco, Apocalypse Harley, Royal Magister, and Ling Street Punk. Let's get a big view of this. This is the Brody skin. It's purple. A sacred statue for Badang. Painted skin for Zask. A new battle emote for Brody. Choose from 5 Starlight skins. More rewards. 12th through the 13th. December 3rd through December 31st. So they're just putting out the new Starlight, a Starlight exclusive badge. Obtain extra protection points, weekly benefits. So this is all the new Starlight for December, since we're about a week away. And Brody gets his new skin, Lethal Fang. Pretty cool. Looks slick. It's probably not going to be as expensive as that, as the Roger skin. So we'll see. All right. So now we're talking about adding a new segment to the podcast. And the new segment to the podcast is the Creators Corner, which all Mobile Legends Creators Corners, there's going to be a few spotlighted. So I figured I might as well start with myself and toot my own horn, you know. So it all started on Facebook. I really thought that Facebook would be a great platform to stream on. And it has its ups and downs, but in the end, it's all about building the community and building a brand that's going to be as inclusive, as family friendly, as wholesome as it can be, because there's a lot of toxicity in Mobile Legends. Even when I play the game, there seems to be a lot of toxic people, toxic gamers. But if you're following me and following the journey, you're not going to get that here. I'm all about the community. I'm all about setting the standard for how you're supposed to act and how you're supposed to be as men and women, be honest with you, in this world. Life is too short to be toxic. I understand you have pressures to be a pro and to get out of whatever situation you are, but we still play a game and it's still fun. So give a follow, Pitboss Pat, and I'll have links in the description below. I also have a Mobile Legends Bang Bang community group where I post a lot of things, a lot of memes, a lot of content, strategy guides, some of my videos, etc. And I would like everybody to participate in this community. It is a community, or else it wouldn't be called Mobile Legends Bang Bang Community. Safe place for everybody to show. I also have a YouTube channel. Now this is kind of an undertaking, making videos about Mobile Legends, but it's all to build a community that is fun, that is relaxing, that is not a toxic place, not a toxic environment. So that's kind of my Mobile Legends Content Creators Corner for today. Moving on. Codashop. Codashop is an affiliate of the Pitboss Pat. And how do you get there? Well, you just click on this link right here, and you can top up your game by adding diamonds. This is my ID. If you see it, you can pick whatever diamonds you want and it pops up the price. And if you use this link in the description, I also get paid by Codashop, which goes back into the stream, which goes back into everything we do. We send diamonds, elite skin giveaways, emotes, what have you. So use the link down. It's a safe link, easy to use, and top up your game. This week's hero spotlight is Saber. Let's dive into Saber's story. Deep in the northern mountains of the Cadia Riverlands lies a quiet, peaceful village. This village is home to the legendary Tianyan Swordmaster sect, and is also the place where Duan Ming spent his childhood perfecting his technique. As soon as he was old enough to pick up a bamboo sword, Duan Ming was determined to become a great swordmaster. While everyone else was still sleeping, he would already be practicing hard, and would continue until the sun set and the moon was clear and bright. He knew the requirements for entering the Tianyan Swordmaster sect were high, and so, after countless days and nights of training in the wind, rain, and snow, the gates of the sacred temple finally opened to Duan Ming. Soon his extraordinary talent and obsession with swordsmanship attracted the attention of the leader, Master Longma, who was once the disciple of the Great Dragon and the spiritual leader of the Taiyan Swordmaster sect. Under the guidance of Master Longma, Duan Ming soon excelled among his peers to become the leader of the new generation of students. Over time, Duan Ming grew tired of the stoic life of personal cultivation in the mountains. His obsession with swordsmanship and his intimate ambition made him eager to challenge strong enemies so that he could create his own legend and spread it throughout the world, like the legendary swordsman that inspired his personal journey. However, Master Longma denied his request to descend the mountain. It is not time yet. You have not yet. It is not time yet. You have not become. It is not time yet. You have not yet become a truly invincible swordsman. The young and vivacious Duan Ming refused to go along with his master's point of view. He was confident enough in his own ability and hoped to improve his swordsmanship through the constant combat alone. He was confident enough in his own ability and hoped to improve his swordsmanship through constant combat alone. In the following years, Duan Ming traveled all over the Acadia Riverlands, defeating one swordsman after another, including the adherents of the Dragon Altar. He kept climbing toward the title of the best swordsman without a single defeat. This was until Duan Ming ran into a man who could become his ultimate rival, Xing Zhu. This man came from nowhere and had no teacher. His life was like that of a sword, perfectly formed and complete within itself. In their battle, Duan Ming was defeated, utterly unable to even fight back. In order to one day defeat Xi Zhu, Duan Ming isolated himself in the mountains and threw himself into a painstaking training regime for 3 long years. At the end of these 3 long years, Duan Ming felt ready to fight Xi Zhu again and emerged from the mountains, but as fate would have it, his opponent had made even greater progress in these 3 years. He was defeated again, and his sword was even slashed in half by his opponent. Duan Ming's repeated failure reminded him of his master's words, "It is not time yet, and you have not yet become a truly invincible swordsman." However, Duan Ming knew that he had already done everything he could, and there was no way for the sword in his hand to become any faster or stronger. In order to seek out a truly invincible swordsmanship style, Duan Ming left the confines of the Acadia Riverlands and joined throughout the Land of Dawn. During his journey, he overheard rumors regarding Laboratory 1718, that they had simulated the potential of the human body through artificial transformation, granting one more power. Duan Ming could not resist inquiring further. If this rumor were true, he might still stand a chance of reaching the very peak of swordsmanship. As long as he could become stronger, he was willing to do anything. At this time, the evil scientists of Laboratory 1718 were also interested in the swordsmen of the East. They were preparing a new augmentation project to create a human weapon. As soon as the 2 parties came to an agreement, an unprecedented transformation began. After numerous experiments and operations, the project was finally successful, and being of mechanical strength and human sword skills and sentience was born. But after waking up, Duan Ming had forgotten everything about himself, including his own name. He was then given a new code name by his creator, Saber. The Sword Laboratory 1718, Saber became a tool used for hunting down those who stood against them. Of course, this was all part of Laboratory 1718's plan. They intended on luring just the right person to help complete their human weapon plan. Once the transformation had been completed, Duan Ming, who once dreamt of reaching the very height of swordsmanship, no longer existed. Instead, the ruthless mechanical killer Saber was born. Though his creators were convinced that it had achieved great success, as time went by, the familiar moves, the feeling holding his sword in his hands, kill after kill, day after day, something began to stir within Saber. As a warrior, he could not accept being reduced to the status of a mere killing machine, and could feel the memories buried deep in his mind fighting to be remembered once more. He began to question his own past and the meaning of his existence. Late one night, Tormented by the shards of his memories, Saber severed his neural control implant in his head, destroyed the humanoid weapon project laboratory, and embarked on a long and lonely road of exile. In the years that followed, Laboratory 1718 never gave up their pursuit of what they saw as a failed product. Through the constant fighting and wandering that followed, Saber was determined to rediscover his name and origin. The fragments of his memory constantly bubbled to the surface, guiding him to slowly find his past. There was one thing he was certain of. He knew he had not yet become a truly invincible swordsman, and that he had a destined opponent awaiting his next challenge. Saber's movement speed is 260, his magic power is 0, his magic defense is 15, his mana is 443, his HP regen is 7, his basic attack crit chance is 0, his physical attack is 118, his physical defense is 20, his HP is 2,599, his attack speed is 0.87, his mana regen is 3.2, and his skill crit chance is 0. And that is your Hero Spotlight, Saber. This week's banned heroes are number 1, Amon, banned almost 80% of the time, 71.99. Number 2 is Paquito, being banned at 52.98% of the time. Number 3 is X-Board, being banned 44.95% of the time. Number 4 is Barats, being banned 43.89%. Number 5 is Karina, being banned 39.93% of the time. Number 6 is Natan, being banned 28.76% of the time. Number 7 is Val, being banned 23.75% of the time. Number 8 is Aldous, being banned 21.15%. Being banned 21.51% of the time. Number 9, Hayabusa is getting banned left and right, 21.1% of the time. And bringing up the rear is Mr. the Handsome himself, Lancelot, being banned 19.04% of the time. And that is your top 10 banned heroes